Jennifer, I have to know right up front. Everybody loves the Top Gun soundtrack. What's your favorite song?
From the original Top Gun?
Yes.
Well, the one that gets stuck in my head all the time is Take My Breath Away. I get it stuck in my head all the time.
Yeah, just like when you're trying to sleep.
Yeah. Whenever I see that, No, but now I think the Lady Gaga song is pretty incredible. Mm-hmm. It's really great.
No, last night was the first night that I heard it when I watched the movie.
It's great.
Yeah, it was. I really liked it. So the first time that we see Penny appear on screen in the movie, David Bowie starts playing. Now, I wanted to know, was that a coincidence?
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, is that a Labyrinth Easter egg? Because that's what I wanted to ask.
I don't know. You have to ask Joe Kosinski.
I already talked to Joe. I can't
He didn't
ask
tell
him
you? I don't know. I actually hadn't noticed that. Very.
Well, I love the Labyrinth, so I think that's why I picked up on it.
I love the Labyrinth too.
We're going to pretend
Bowie.
that it's a Labyrinth Easter egg.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. So was there any point on set when you sort of just had to pinch yourself and was like, wow, I'm in a freaking Top Gun movie? Because that's the coolest thing in the world.
By the time I get to set, I am so focused on what I'm doing, honestly, that I was gratefully able to just, think about Penny and where she is and what's happening. And, we'd been in rehearsals for a little while, so I was able to simmer down a little bit, But certainly when I met Tom for the first time, it's quite a wild experience.
Yeah.
I definitely had some of that.
Right. Well, your character never actually gets into a jet and flies off. I wanted to know, were you a little jealous about that, or were you relieved?
I was okay with not being in those planes and going through that training. It seemed pretty intense and grueling. Mm-hmm. I did get to go in a P-51, which was, that was enough excitement for me.
What was that like?
That was amazing. It was crazy. Tom was the pilot. It's his plane, and he was flying it. So it was just the two of us in the plane, which is was a pretty wild experience for me. I mean, you start the engine and flames burst out. I have never been in a plane that flames burst out of the engine when you start it. So a lot of firsts for me on that one.
I'm glad you told me that, because I didn't know that, because I was actually going to ask about just riding on a motorcycle with Tom Cruise, but riding
riding a motorcycle, sailing a boat. There was like this amazing car that was, in the hangar that they had there, and he was like, hey, let's go drive the car. And that wasn't part of the movie.
Did he ever pop a wheelie or anything, do anything crazy?
He didn't pop a wheelie in the car. No, can
you
do that?
Not in the car, in the motorcycle. Sorry.
No, he did not do that either.
Okay.
No, but he's incredibly skilled. I was marveling at the fact that we could drive he could drive the motorcycle really fast and then pull up in front of the house to the mark where we're supposed to be. There's like a little tape T exactly where they ideally want the motorcycle to land. And every single time, 1 inch from the curb, right there. For me, if I'm driving a car in a movie or something, they've got like all the Teamsters going like this, telling me when to stop. He's amazingly skilled.
Well, now that you've been in a plane with him and on a sailboat and a motorcycle and all of these things, is Tom Cruise as hardcore as everybody makes him out to be?
I mean, he's incredibly skilled.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone
It's just wild.
do those things that well, and look at the things that he does in his movies. It's pretty extraordinary.
It's insane.
Just saying, I love my job, and I think I'm really dedicated and devoted, but I would not drive a motorcycle up a ramp and off the side of a cliff for my job.